Can the Ohio State offense get better? The Buckeyes are 8-0? 8-0. Steven, Nathan, Doug, how? How could they? They're ranked pretty high and stuff, aren't they?
Yes, they are, Doug.
How so, Nathan?
I was just looking at this inside on my fancy computer. I think they're...
a computer that has information on it that you can gather stats about teams?
Yes, just right out of the sky from the satellites, from our special cleveland.com college football satellites, statistical satellites. Third in scoring offense, sixth in total offense, eighth in yards per play. I think they're maybe like fourth in quarterback efficiency nationally. First in number of first downs per game, first in third down conversion percentage. They've scored 42 or more points in 6 of their 8 games, and 34 and 38 in the other 2. So they're scoring a ton of points this year, and you would think that they'd be fairly satisfied with this offense, but that there isn't a lot of contentment. They're looking at it as yeah, we've done some good things to this point, but what else can we do? And that's obviously a healthy way for any team, any competitor to look at things. I would say that the thing that jumps right out at you is protecting the quarterback a little bit better, and something Mike Yursich today I thought was important, that it's still a team-wide enterprise, and that comes back to the quarterback too, that Justin Fields can do some things better to protect himself, whether it's getting rid of the ball earlier, whether it's picking when he can take contact, avoiding hits he shouldn't take, that sort of thing. So those are some of the things I'm sure that were probably a topic of conversation during the off week, and we'll see how they get applied Saturday against Maryland.
Steven, what have your cleveland.com satellite computers told you about how this offense can improve?
Honestly, the only place I think outside of the pass protection, I just think getting off the better starts. Obviously, we know the second quarters they've had this year, and they headed in the third quarter against Wisconsin. But eventually, not this week. Obviously, not this week, and not like when they play Rutgers either. But eventually,
ignore the next 2 weeks.
But eventually, they're gonna play a team who's maybe gonna be able to take advantage of the fact that they're getting off to these slow starts, and it's taking them 1 or 2 or 3 drives to figure a team out before they have those explosions. And it's one thing to have a 21 quarter point explosion when the score is 0-0 or even 3-0, but what happens if it's 10-0 all of a sudden, and now you're playing from behind, and all of a sudden you're hurrying and you're rushing things that you shouldn't be rushing? So if anything, I just think getting off the faster starts.
How are they throwing the deep ball, do we think? Are they threatening teams like with deep shots very much?
I think they've done a great job with play action. You've seen him hit Chris Olave over the top a few times. I think you've seen some big catches from Austin or Ben Victor up over the middle too, but it's something they could be more consistent with.
He overthrows guys sometimes on those deep balls, and obviously that's a hard ball to throw, but they've missed out on some points because he's overthrown some guys.
They are explosive with their efficiency. They're not necessarily singularly explosive with, are they going to throw a 75-yard bomb on you? Nitpicking. But I think we've seen, didn't Justin Fields hit a deep ball in the spring game, over a walk-on that people are excited about? It looks like that guy can drop a throw in a bucket. A lot of quarterbacks can. But they have some good receivers. I do think the one thing, there was a ranking that PFF did a couple weeks ago. I think they ranked the receiving groups for all 130 teams. And I think Ohio State's receivers were in the 20s.
Yeah. That
they're so good at so many other things. If you did defensive line, if you did quarterback, if you did running back, if you did secondary, they'd be in the top 10 in a lot of things. The receivers are good. I don't think they're great. And so I think as we keep raising the bar for these guys, and as they're going to keep playing some better teams here, and if they get in the playoff, they're going to need to be threatening to a defense. And so I think that's maybe a spot where little improvement, maybe. Nathan, Steven, Doug, listen, it's Maryland, but we'll make it interesting at cleveland.com.